Ultimately, the winning team will be Lara Jean. When people watch the movie, John Ambrose and Jordan Fisher, they just pop off the screen. So I was really excited to work with him because he's just so talented.
I think it was a cool plot point to challenge Peter and Lara Jean, and I agree. I mean, Jordan Fisher is immensely talented, and he elevated, all the work that he was joining into. He's Evan Hansen and Dear Evan Hansen right now on Broadway.
It doesn't get much bigger.
Yeah, so it's like the fact that we were able to work with someone like Jordan, it was super exciting.
Yeah. I think it depends on my mood. I think this morning I woke up in a Team John Ambrose mood. Ultimately, the winning team will be Lara Jean. So if you're one of those and you want to bet on the winning team, I would go right there. But
I'm Team Peter for right now, but I'm definitely Team John Ambrose for later.
I feel like if we met Lara Jean in 7 years, John Ambrose would be way more like her person. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of this whole experience for me has been so many people from around the world kind of coming up to me, telling me that they feel seen, and then continuing to share their story with me. So I've gotten to hear so many people's story of how they felt represented and how they grew up and things that they didn't see in media and things that they do now, and just their general family, dynamics. So that's been really exciting because I love to tell stories, but I also really love to listen to them and kind of be on the receiving end of that. So it's been really, really rewarding for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that was our whole point. We were I think that if it's uncomfortable and awkward to watch, then it was realistic, because at least I know that conversations that I've had when I was younger, with my parents, for example, you're kind of sitting there and you're kind of cringing and it's uncomfortable, but ultimately I think communication in a relationship is key. So I think that was important for us to have in the movie because it showed that, talk about the uncomfortable things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also to take note of how yes, it was an uncomfortable conversation, but I think they both fully accepted the fact that it was an uncomfortable conversation. The way that Peter dealt with it, I feel with your moment of voicing how you feel, and how it wasn't something that he could have been insecure about it. He could have. There's a lot of different ways that could go if he wasn't Peter Kavinsky. So I think taking note of the compassion and the tenderness that even though it was awkward, it was still respectful of each other's places. We love you, Australia,
and we think and pray for you.
Yeah, because we know your shit's getting rocked right now, and there's a lot of ecocide, and your ecosystem is literally on fire, and that's really, really scary. And I know it's a really, really intense and traumatic situation. So our hearts are with you.